Okay, we're back on again. This one is now we're going to create a plan for the loop to kick out on screen 23. So to create plans, I always like going into, we already made the task list, so we'll be able to pull that task list over. So we go into PM processing, we go into maintenance planning, and then we'll go into plans, create maintenance plan. So I think that's equipment plan, right? Let's see. Yeah, equate, it doesn't matter. Equate maintenance plan. It's for all of them. So on the plan, I don't think we have copy reference. Nope. So we first of all we got to know what strategy. So the strategy we want, we'll go ahead and get to the old one, the old 23. We'll go into environment. The only way we can find this plan is because first, they don't have, it goes maintenance items. It's hard to look up plans by plan. So you have to go to the item and then it'll give you a list of the plans for 23. So now here's the lube that we want to do. We want to go into the maintenance plan. We're in display mode, you select it, and again you say maintenance plan. So now we're in the maintenance plan. So what we want to do is copy this, but we're going to have to manually do it. So first of all, the strategy is, where is it? Right here. If we go to the task list, display the task list, and that's how we can find the strategy. So the PM lube, and we back out of it once, we see the header, and there's our strategy, A2. So that's the strategy. I don't know if we can copy it. Let's see if we can copy it. Paste it. Okay, strategy is A2. Well, it's PM, but the strategy is A2. I think there's a pull down. Yep, I know there's a pull down. There's A2 strategy. So that's the task list. That's from the old one. Like I said, that's the old one. So now we're going to back out and get back to the plan, so we can see the plan again. So here's the plan again. We got the plan, we got the item, and we got the task list. 3 things. Okay. So now we're just going to go enter. See, everything is blank. So first of all, they're going to want you to put a description here. So we're going to copy that other description, which is this, and go Control C, and go in here, and go. You always want to keep the same pattern, PM lube plan. And the other one's going to, you can actually take this and go Control V because it's a PM lube item now. And if you look, that's the way I named it on the other one. See this PM lube item right here? Well, let me show you. See? Item. So I really don't have to copy and paste it because it's going to be PM lube item, PM lube plan, and we're going to need the equipment number. So we got to look at that new equipment number we just created. But it's not here. We got to go. I got to do the pull. We got to find the old number because it's in inactive list, which is our old list. And again, it's 23, so we run that. Find 23. Well, let's go ahead and select it right here, or we can do it by equipment. Let's see, equipment number. No, let's filter it. I know it's in the new list. But you can find it by equipment. description, descriptive number. Okay, so it's 23, that's the one we're working on. So we double click that, and it puts it on there. So now, when I go enter, it's going to take all the information off of that bomb, that material bomb, and put it in here. Also, we need to know what type. It's a, what plan type. So we can go ahead and copy and paste that information in there too. So, like down here, we can go ahead and go Control Y, and we can copy this information. Control C. Now, if you want to manually type everything in there, Control V. So now all that's in there. So we can kind of like, if we go enter now, let's see, please check status for, just because it's saying that the order is not good. Should the plan dates be copied from the new reference item? Yes. The data from this new reference item, which is the equipment number. So now I pulled everything in. Now we know this priority is going to be planned maintenance, right? Mm-hmm. It's going to be stuff that's going to kick out all the time. And the PMO1, again, you want to use this PMO1 because it's planned maintenance, not corrective. So always make sure this is PMO1, planned maintenance for all your plans. Don't let it default in PMO2 or you're going to have to create, if it starts kicking out the wrong number, you'll know where to go. And this is it. So now, only thing left to do on this is to pull in the task list. So we got to find the task list. So now we're going to look for that task list. And we're going to look up equipment task list only. And we're looking, see, this is grayed out because we're looking for only task lists that are A2. We're going to run it. Okay. And apparently, it's going to, because it's an equipment task list, this is the only task list that we made with an A2 strategy on that piece of equipment. So that's why it pulled it right over. Because when we look for it, it's looking for an equipment task list. So it's looking for this number. Well, the only task list, we just made those task lists, remember? Yes. We made, the first one was a repair task list. The second one was the lube task list. And the third one was the timing belt, right? So when we ran this, it's only looking for the one that has A2. Now, if the timing belt task list was an A2, it would give you two choices. This A2, but it's because it's looking for A1 only, and that's where it pulled it in. Just to let you know. Okay. So now that's in there. We got the maintenance plan. Now let's go up. The other thing we need to check is the scheduling parameters. Remember I was telling you before, if there, what is the cycle factor? Is it 1 or 1.5, 2? So let's see what the old one has. Make sure that cycle factor is correct. Look at there. It's 2.50. So we're going to have to make sure we put that in there. So we're going to copy that. Well, let's copy all this because the percentages and everything. Control Y just in case. Because we want it all to be the same. Let's go ahead and go all the way over. Let's copy all of this. The 100, the 365 days. We go Control C. We'll go back into this one, which is all blank. You see it has 100 here. So now we're just going to click here and go Control V. You see? So this has to be to 100. This has to be to 100. The default is the top one. So 250, 100, 365 is all in there. Now we could say, hey, don't kick out the other one until the components are complete, but I don't have it on this one, so I don't want to start anything new. Now if, because maybe it's going to take a while or something happens. So anyway, so now that's about it. I think everything's in there. the description right. You see it says PM Lube Plan, PM Lube Item, and down here it says PM Lube Task. So there's going to be 3 items, and make sure the description, because you're creating these descriptions on each one. The plan, and you see how it's exactly the same. PM Lube Task, screen 23, PM Lube Item 4, screen 23, and you see I could have put 4 screen 23 under the task, but I think it's because there's some things in here, the description was too long. I couldn't, for some reason, the description for the task list was longer than, it gives you more length in these to put the description in. Anyway, so that's it, and now when we save it, it's going to say, do you want to start in cycle? No, because we don't want to start right now because we're waiting for it. Right, it's not connected to anything. So now your plan's created. It gives you a plan number right there. And that's it. So now we'll stop this recording. Stop it here? No.
Yeah, the red square.
The red square.